This question may be a bit counterintuitive to what you just said. Enjoying the moment where you are now. Like we're here in your kitchen, your media station, we'll say. You've had that moment, south of France.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. What's the actual next goal? Are you somebody who wants to work in a restaurant, or are you somebody who wants to have your own restaurant, or do you want to travel more? Like where do you think? So as a chef, sometimes I feel like people can get quite pigeonholed as you're a chef here, or this is your restaurant, and you've like the hours to be a chef must be insane.
Yeah, I mean, let's get one thing straight. I don't have a restaurant. I haven't worked in one, and I'm not pretending to anyone I ever have done 15 years training in France. So would I ever have a restaurant? I think potentially I'd want something that was more of a real passion project in maybe 10 years' time. Right now, I love the freedom and ability to go and work with amazing companies like Aston, like Hexclad, help share their message and be available to go and do different things. I didn't travel at all growing up, really. I was much more of a homebod, and now I'm getting the chance to do it with work. So to be free to be able to go and do it. Yeah. But in terms of what's next, more cooking for events like that, working with some cool brands. I'm an ambassador for a brand called Hexclad, the most amazing cookware brand in the world.
When you were cooking that steak the other day, actually, I did that food point. I rewound this video like 3 times as you were cooking the steak in that pan. I was like, oh, this is really good.
I mean,
and then I cooked a steak last night, and I was like, it didn't look the same.
What you need is a Hexclad pan. You will get the sear of stainless steel with the easy cleanup and convenience of non-stick. Amazing company. Great team, and they really take me under their wing. They're based in LA. I'm in the UK. I'm really enjoying working with them, talking about the business, sharing it, doing events. That's a big project for me. There's definitely another book in the making. And I think a big step for me next is probably going to be looking at setting up my own team, video editing. So I'm not having to think
investing
about
in you as your brand and what you're doing and what you put out there perceived as, this is me, Chris. Like, this is what I do.
Exactly. Like, social media is something I think I've got to invest into now. Yeah. Like you boys, you know. Yeah. So
I struggle with the social media though. It is a hard thing. It really, really is. I don't know why. Maybe it's just not my cup of tea, but it is a business card. It's everything now. It really can promote you and the things you do, and it can reach out to so many different people. And like you said, you could almost create like Joe Wicks's body workout. You could do it for the cooking type thing. Yeah. Literally. You're there, masterclass, cooking on there with everybody, and it works perfect.
Yeah, there's just thinking about, well, you have to think of social media is a huge business now that wasn't as big as it was. But I think what one of the key things is for everyone is being able to adapt with times and change. Yeah, and looking at this as a situation. What do I need to do to either keep up with it or educate myself on it? I'm always educating myself in food and other things. But then if we were talking earlier about, like, you have to learn to delegate as well. Yes. And, you know, it's better to do that and get great results than try and wing it on my own, balancing a phone against an egg cup or something like that.
Hoping it's going to stay there whilst I'm flipping my pancake or whatever.
Talking about more so balancing it, like with the book, how does a cookbook come? Like, what do you like? Do you say, okay, these are the meals I want. Let's photograph it. Let's like.
How does it work?
Yeah, how's a cooking book?
Yeah, easy.
It's super easy.
How'd it work? I always wanted to do a cookbook, and I think this is one thing I've always done is
it's like the present that everybody gets everybody at Christmas. A candle or a cookbook. It's like it's one and one.
It was like something I'd always wanted to do from being like so small. You know, have a cookbook out. That was like a dream, a goal. I write this down, whatever. And I've been offered book deals over the years, and they were never quite right. And this has always been something with anything I do. I've got my values, and if it doesn't align with them, I'm not going to do it. So I turned things down that weren't right. Then the right opportunity came up.
Why sort of weren't they right a little bit? If you don't mind getting a little bit deeper into that.
It was maybe just a publisher that they weren't working with books that I aspired to have, or it was more like they might think they can get a quick turnaround on it, but is it right for me? And is my idea right at that time? Because it would have been easy to go, I've been offered a nice book deal here, but I don't know if I've got the strong enough concept. It's my first book. I can only ever do one first book. The timing for me had to be right. And this idea at the time was incredibly relevant, coming off the back of COVID. And then it was like, right, this is the right time. I like the team. Now I'm going to do it. And there was no rush. But in terms of getting the book, it's like, oh my God, I got this book deal. Then they're like, right, we need 300 recipe ideas by whenever, then we'll whittle it down to 100, and then I'm like, oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Now the fun begins.
Yeah.
And I presume you just stick your head in the kitchen like, let's go and start just crossing them out. Or...
I mean, I presume you've got loads in your head already straight away. And
I know, but you've got lots of dance ideas in your head. If somebody goes, I want 100 in one day, I go,
I was going to say, when you get to 50,
I can give you 5 right now, but you have to come back to me in a week.
Yeah, I think how old was it? Maybe 30 when I had the book. I had all of these years of recipes, and some of them I'm like, this is definitely going in book number 1. Whatever happens, it has to go in, because there's stories with each recipe kind of thing, a lot of them from childhood or events that have happened. But I think one thing that helped me with that is I spent 4 years working with Marks and Spencer's, predominantly traveling around the country, meeting
the face of fresh food, I believe.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, that was one of the greatest things.
Yeah.
But what I did learn a lot about is, what do people at home actually eat?
Yeah.
Because any project I do,
what's the grab and go? Yeah.
Yeah. What are people eating? I was developing recipes week after week after week for consumers, and you can look at data. What are people picking up? What are not? So I had a really good understanding of what do people, not just in London, but around the country.
Sorry to jump in, but that data, was that a lot different than what you thought? Did you think, okay, this is what people eat, but then you realised, actually, no, they don't even touch this? Or is it like, I don't know, me, chicken, broccoli, rice, boom, I'm like, sorted.
No, you just sort of...
Egg on toast.
Everything he's just said there is all he eats.
That's me.
Chicken,
done.
broccoli, rice, egg on toast.
Yeah, as long as you season it properly. That's my big bugbear. People not seasoning
properly.
at home.
I love
I'll do a beautiful
pepper,
chicken, broccoli and rice. Just get plenty of seasoning on there. But you don't know, you just start to get a feel for, like, this is the sort of thing people are picking up and cooking at home. When we did the Fresh Market Update campaign around the country, which recipes are performing well, and then it just, like, over time it accumulates. You get a good feel for what people want, and that really helped me with that. And then it was like, right, here's a ton of recipes.
Yep.
And then the team were amazing at Ebury, help you whittle it down into, like, how are we going to divide the book into chapters was the big thing, and then we can look at what's going to go into each chapter.
So what's the book called?
Easy.
Yes,
there
that's
you
what
go.
we like.
And
what is one of the easiest recipes in it? That's
the easiest recipe in it. There's a honey and harissa spatchcock chicken.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Which is a chicken. If you want to spatchcock it, turn it over, get some scissors, cut the backbone out, basically lie it down flat.
Yeah.
Put it in the pan, mix honey and harissa together with oil.
Yeah.
Rub it over the chicken. You can do it straight away. If you leave it to marinate, it'll be nicer.
Mm-hmm.
Stick it in the oven.
How long marinade around about?
You could go 2 hours up to overnight.
Yeah.
Stick it in the oven, and when it's spatchcocked, it cooks super quick, so you can cook a whole chicken in less than an hour. And then you get this sticky, spicy, sweet roast chicken. And you can put potatoes in the tray as well. So you got your...
I'm just laughing because I'm just smiling so much.
It's
such a
it'll
funny
be cooking
scenario.
in all the juices of the chicken and
Yeah,
everything.
it does.
And
you got it's like this kind of spicy, sweet, spicy chicken and chips. Who don't want that? That's probably one of the easiest.
Yeah.
But then some of them...
And that sounds incredible. Like, sounds incredible. Like, if you just told me that you're going to cook a spatchcock chicken, whatever you just said, I'd be like, how do I do this? This is like brain surgery for me.
I think one thing, the whole easy concept is the accessibility that I try and bring to food.
Yeah.
The way we write things, the way we digest information, if I'd written, you need to julienne some carrots and then saute them, that's when you start going. But if you just cut the carrots into matchsticks, put them in some oil, not too hot, cook them till they're sort of,
You've spoke on the normal person language, which works.
I've not used one chefy word in there.
Yeah.
Because whether you're a Michelin star chef or a complete novice, you will still understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And I think that's one big thing with all of the recipes in there. How do I make this accessible and easy to people that...
the target audience.
Yeah. And whether you're a great cook, you'll still enjoy the food, or whether you're just getting into it, you're going to enjoy and be able to do it.
Yeah.
So
what did you learn from doing that first book? What did you like, okay, I want to improve this on the second book, or maybe the business side of it, the deal wasn't so good. Like, how...
What did I learn personally? I mean, I'm going to sound so cliche and some philosopher, but I realised you should be enjoying the journey. I remember the day the book came out, I went to Waterstones in Piccadilly, you sign a few books, I go and I think, God, this is it. And then when I came out, that's the moment where I go, is that it? And then I look back and go, God, the last 18 months have been so amazing, thinking of a name, book cover designs, talking about the recipes, on the photo shoot with the photographers and the music pumping and having a laugh. I'm going, that process of making the book far surpassed it coming out.
Yeah.
And that was like a big personal moment.
Yeah.
But what else would I've learned from it? That there's no rush and being patient, because I'm so proud of that. And there was other books I'd thought of doing that I might have done. And it's just one of these, like, stick to your values, know where you want to go, and wait for the right opportunities.
No, I think it's important that you say that, because people within our life now, due to social media, due to everything else, it's a throwaway market on one side. It's just gone. Yeah. And the other side is like, I need it yesterday. Like, I don't want to enjoy the journey. And I personally find, as much as if somebody who enjoys the journey will travel further because they enjoy making it, they enjoy like adapting and perfecting it. Yeah. And I feel like when it comes down to like the books and things like that, if somebody's enjoyed the recipes that you've done in your first book, they will buy the second book because they know that they're going to understand it. They create that relationship. How does it feel for you when you know you're creating this kind of trust with the people on social media, but also like they're cooking your recipes? It must be a weird feeling.
I mean, that was always one of the dream things for me. People to be using, it still gets me now. People have my book on their shelf at home and they will pick it up and make dinner at home. And I'm like, it might not sound much to a lot of people, but for me, it was like such a thing and something that I wanted to do. It still blows my mind. Every day you get pictures from people. We made this. Do
you have a little hashtag for each dish name? You should do, so then they can always hashtag that, so you know whenever they've cooked yours.
So there's a hashtag Baber Flavor. There's
Baber
like
Flavor,
6,000 pictures over the years of people cooking the recipes.
I'm gonna do a Baber Flavor.
Yeah,
tonight.
we need to do one.
Baber Flavor. Got a book for you both, so you know.
Do you have an ebook? Like
we did one to help launch it and talk about it. So there's like.
It feels good to hold a cooking book though. I like that.
It does. I
like
agree.
I like to have it
agree.
and feel it.
So in the front, you'll read it. It's like, I want that book to be one that's covered in sauce, folds in the pages, and notes like, our oven's a bit shit, needs to be at 200, not 180.
37 minutes instead of 30.
And I've got books at my mum and dad's house, and that is the book I want it to be, one that you actually use for your dinner, not just one that sits on the shelf.
Because you know when you read the back of a piece of chicken or rice, and it says cook for this long, you cook it for that long at the exact temperature it says, you like,
it comes out black.
It's lying to me, or like it's fine, like, because everybody's cooking it must be different. I'm just gonna throw it out there because the times are not the times sometimes.
And the pans that you use, everybody just needs
Hexclad. Great success.
Just before you go anywhere, we just want to say thank you very much to listening to Freedomimpact Trust. We love your reviews, so please do leave them because it helps other people find us, doesn't it, Curtis?
Yes, it does. As AJ said, comment, like, subscribe, share it with a friend, share it with the entire world. Let everybody know that this is the podcast that you guys are listening to, and jot down some comments of any financial advice that you want or any questions. We'll be happy to answer all of them at the best of our knowledge. Thanks again for listening, guys. We hope you've enjoyed it, and we love you all.
Yeah, we just want to thank our sponsors, FINT, the financial investment app, where you can invest from as little as £50 a month. Yes, Curtis, £50 a month. So easy.
I like it. And don't forget that it's all within 3 portfolios. Simplicity. It's easy. Get investing, guys.
Have a great day.
See you later.